Mercedes have finally pulled the trigger on the first AMG for the new W206 C-Class. And it's our good old friend, the C43. There's a lot to discuss, so let's dive straight in. First up is the biggest change of all, the engine. For the first time, the C43 features a fully fledged, handcrafted AMG engine, with a signed plaque by the single person that assembled it. But this all comes at a cost, because the V6 has been replaced by a 2-litre 4-cylinder engine. However, this is not just any 4-cylinder engine, this is the incredible AMG M139, also found in the current generation CLA45, which viewers of my channel are very familiar with. However, in the new C43, this engine is going to be a bit different. The CLA45 engine is mounted transversely, while in the new C43 it has a longitudinal mounting. AMG are calling this the M139L to reflect this new mounting. What makes this setup unique though is the new electronic gas turbocharger. This is an innovative system taken straight from Mercedes AMG Formula 1 cars. AMG say that this new electric pump turbocharger is going to guarantee incredible acceleration response across the entire rev range. This electronic gas turbocharger is a really exciting addition to upcoming AMGs. It's been a really successful feature to the Formula 1 team's cars for years, so to have it on a road car is going to be amazing. This turbocharger is powered by a 48-volt electrical system, which also is able to feed an additional boost of 14 horsepower to the engine. If you're interested in learning more about this turbocharger, I'll be making a full video explaining exactly how it works, and why it is both faster and more efficient than traditional turbochargers. So watch out for that one. Now let's talk power. The M139L engine is going to have 408 horsepower with 500 Nm of torque. And like I mentioned earlier, the electrical system is able to boost this up to 422 horsepower in certain driving situations. This makes the new C43 technically a mild hybrid. The new C43 is going to feature the AMG SpeedShift MCT 9G transmission. MCT stands for multi-clutch transmission. This system has a wet start-off clutch instead of the previous torque converter system. AMG claimed that this reduces weight and optimizes response to accelerator pedal input, particularly during spurts and load changes. The software has also been carefully calibrated for extremely short shift times, as well as fast multiple downshifts when required. AMG have also promised the emotional and aggressive gear shift experiences we all love in Sport and Sport Plus modes. For the first time too, the C43 will have launch control, or race start as AMG call it. The C43 will feature a similar 4-wheel drive system to the previous generation. The AMG Performance 4MATIC system sends 31% of its power to the front wheels and 69% to the rear wheels. This system is enhanced in the new C43 with the integration of what Mercedes call AMG Dynamics. AMG Dynamics works with the car's ESP functions and drive modes to add agility and handling characteristics to the car. When cornering at high speeds, for example, brief braking intervention at the inner rear wheel generates a yaw-in movement around the vertical axis to aid with a responsive and precise turn-in. AMG Dynamics can be selected manually in the individual config, but will also be applied based on which drive mode you are in. It starts with Basic, then Advanced, and then Pro. Cars with race mode also feature an even more advanced mode called Master. The C43 unfortunately though will not have race mode, but I expect to see this on the new C63. The new C43 features a 3-stage parameter steering setup. This system uses a variable steering geometry ratio that adapts to selected drive modes. At high speeds, the steering power assist decreases, and at low speeds, it increases. This means less effort is required at low speeds for easier maneuvering, while at higher speeds, you get the best possible control over the car. AMG claims that this system is also set up to give significantly more driving feedback in the Sport and Sport Plus settings. Also new to the C43 is rear axle steering. The rear wheels steer at a maximum angle of 2.5 degrees. This is further enhanced in AMG cars, thanks to the AMG driving dynamic settings. For example, in comfort drive mode, the rear wheels will turn in the opposite direction to the front, which effectively shortens the wheelbase of the car, giving more agile turn-ins. On the other hand, in Sport and Sport Plus, the rear wheels turn parallel with the front wheels, which creates a virtual extension to the wheelbase. This creates a larger buildup of lateral force when changing direction, and thus a much more direct feeling to the steering. Now let's talk about exhaust sound. The previous generation paired with the optional AMG Performance exhaust was one of the nicest sounding V6 cars on the market. Just listen to these launches with my very own 2019 C43. Now, with 2 cylinders less and tighter EU regulations, you can bet that the C43 simply will not sound as good as the old one. But the new model will still feature an active exhaust button, which will open and close the flaps to reduce or increase the volume. But it also has one more trick up its sleeve, and that is AMG Real Sound. AMG Real Sound is AMG's response to all the new EU regulations. There are sensors and microphones in the exhaust system that feed real sound into the cabin. Now, I was a bit skeptical at first, but after experiencing this in my own CLA 45S, I have to admit it's actually really cool. It adds lots of drama and emotion when accelerating. So for sound, I think we should expect the new C43 to sound similar to the current generation CLA 45S. I have lots of point of view drives on my channel of the CLA 45S, so if you want a little preview of how the C43 will probably sound, check those out. The outside of the C43 features a new AMG specific grille with vertical struts in chrome and sporty intakes. Along the side of the car we can see more aggressive styling with black side skirts and the brand new high-end AMG aerodynamic wheels. The bi-turbo 4MATIC badge is replaced by a new badge reading Turbo Electrified. At the back we have the quad exhaust pipes sitting in a powerful sporty rear diffuser. Then as we go up we have the all-new C-Class rear, with much thinner and slicker lights than the previous generation. To me, the whole design feels much less rounded, with more bold, straight lines, making it feel much more aggressive. Inside the car is where we find the biggest changes. A huge carbon fibre trim with ambient light strips, and red stitching and red seat belts give the cabin a really sporty feel. A new big screen dominates the centre of the interior, and the new AMG steering wheel looks great, with the updated AMG specific toggle dials. Then we have these gorgeous new AMG performance seats. I personally love the look of this new interior now we have all the small AMG touches. These small sporty touches really make a big difference. As an owner of both the previous generation C43 and the new CLA 45S, I think I'm in an interesting position to share my thoughts on this new car. Firstly, I think this car looks brilliant. It really feels more like a full AMG than an entry-level model, with the vertical strut grille, new AMG specific wheels, and all those little aggressive touches to the styling. Engine-wise too, I think moving forward to a full handcrafted AMG engine is actually a big step for the C43, even though of course we lose that lovely V6. The M139 engine is a seriously impressive drivetrain, and with the new AMG driving dynamics, this car is going to be incredibly fun to drive. In fact, the C43 is looking to be so strong, I'm starting to wonder how AMG are going to make the new C63 so much better to justify the huge price increase premium over the C43. For me, the addition of an extra 200 horsepower electrical motor alone is not going to add enough value to buy the C63 over the C43. They're going to have to make it really special if it's losing the V8. So there we have it guys, that's a detailed look at the new C43. What do you guys think about this car? If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button to help support the channel. I myself can't wait to get my hands on all these new AMGs and give them a proper test for you guys. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss when they finally arrive. I'm also pleased to announce the first ABAUTO free giveaway is almost ready, so keep an eye out for that one, guys. I really want to give something special to all my viewers and my supporters who, to be honest, help make my dream come true to make these videos. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.